Welcome back to the Zaiden Zilla Fighting channel. If you're new around here, make sure to like and subscribe. We can talk about fighting there. So yeah. Last night, BIVOL beat BETERBIEV to take all the belts back in the rematch. That was a pretty interesting fight. We're going to talk about that. It was also a stacked undercard, which is some are calling the most stacked fighting card of the century. All the fights were pretty good, man. So we're going to be discussing about that today. Starting with the main event, BIVOL versus BETERBIEV, the rematch. This fight went a lot differently to the first fight. In my opinion, BETERBIEV just used his engine too quickly, man. Like from round 3 to round 6, he used it and then he just gassed out, man. He got fucked after that. In my opinion, he was looking for a knockout too early this time because I think last time he was disappointed that he couldn't get the knockout and he went the full distance. And I think in every fight, BETERBIEV just slowly like regresses. He gets worse. As shown with the fight last night, from the second half of the fight, he was just getting whooped by BIVOL. It was bad. And it's crazy because there's moments in the fight from I think it was like round 5 or something. BETERBIEV put the whooping on BIVOL. It was bad. I was actually thought BIVOL was going to get knocked out, but it's like after that round, he just stopped going at him. It's weird. Now, some people are speculating that BETERBIEV is carrying some sort of like knee injury, because obviously before he had to have knee surgery. And in this fight, he had to have his knee double strapped, whereas in the first fight, he only had it strapped like one layer. So people are speculating that his knee injury played a role in that fight. If you actually watch the fight, his footwork was a bit shit. Like, he was just moving in straight lines and his right leg was just stuck flat on the floor. That's what BIVOL, he didn't really change that much this fight, in my opinion. Kind of stuck to the basics and just kept doing what he was doing before. And in my opinion, the reason why he won this fight was because BETERBIEV just ran out of engine too quickly. And that allowed him to adapt to the fight and just beat him over 6 rounds. In my opinion, the first 6 rounds, I'll give it like 4-2 to BETERBIEV. The last 6 rounds, I'll give it 4-2 to BIVOL. So I scored it as a draw, but obviously the judges thought differently. And I can understand why BIVOL won, because in my opinion, throughout the whole fight, he looked like he was winning, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like BETERBIEV just put it all he had in that, I'd say in that space, like rounds 3 to 6, he put it all in. And from there, he just didn't show any fight left, man. He looked like a punching bag in there. Now, another thing with this fight that we need to talk about is the fucking amount of bias that was shown to BIVOL during this fight, alright? So if you're watching on the zone, obviously, they're showing the highlights, and I swear nearly every round of highlights was just BIVOL. Like some rounds where BIVOL did nothing and BETERBIEV landed way more. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird, man. And maybe it could be a case of like the shots that BETERBIEV landed weren't as, like, didn't look as good on the cameras in the replays. But I couldn't give a shit, man. Just shows what happened in the round. And I don't know if it's because BIVOL's some like he's a matchroom fighter, so I don't know. Could be something to do with that. I don't know. It's a bit fucking like shady in my opinion. And I think people are actually discrediting BETERBIEV's performance here. Well, not performance, but there was some points in the fight where BIVOL looked like he was on the ropes. Like, it was scary for him, man. And if you actually look at the difference in body language when both the fighters got hit, all right, when BETERBIEV got hit, he was unfazed, bro. And when BIVOL got hit, he was kind of like shook. Like, he had to step back at some points, bro. It was crazy. Obviously, that shows how much of a fucking beast BETERBIEV is, yeah. I'm actually like surprised that BIVOL managed to overcome that, but at the same time, I think age plays a factor into this, and BETERBIEV's nearly 41, whereas BIVOL's 34, he's in his prime, so, you know what I mean? Now, before this fight, it was actually said that if BIVOL wins, they'll do a trilogy. I don't know if I want to see a trilogy at this point, because it's like every fight that BETERBIEV's in now, it just gets worse, because he's getting old now, like, as simple as. I'd much rather see like a BIVOL versus Benavidez or something. I mean, the guy that Canelo ducked, like, that'd be better. And BIVOL has actually said himself that he wants to move up to cruiserweight. I don't think he should do that. There's still plenty of fights left at this division for him at light heavyweight. To do run the trilogy, now I wouldn't mind personally, because both the fights have been fucking sick to watch, man. So the amount of boxing technique on display you can't get that at the highest level. It doesn't get higher than that, man. It's brilliant to watch. But if we look at the actual overall fight, yeah, I'd say BETERBIEV was trying to go for a knockout way too early there, man. Like, he's starting to up the pressure from like round 2. Like, what's the guy doing? And also, when I was watching the fight, I was thinking, oh, he must have like better cardio, because this time he's had a proper full training camp. Because in the last training camp, he was coming off the knee surgery, so obviously you have to like be, you know what I mean, when doing road work, you have to be a bit more careful. So I thought, oh, this guy's gonna just bang him. Then he's got more cardio. He's just gonna put constantly like up the level of pressure, cost of space of 12 rounds, but he didn't. I don't know. I sure don't know what the game plan was from BETERBIEV's team then, because I think they definitely wanted to go for a stoppage, all right, against BIVOL. They must have felt like, oh, this guy's younger and we're going the distance with him. BIVOL was the first person to go the distance with BETERBIEV twice now, yeah. I played to him, man. Because BETERBIEV's a fucking unit, bro. Fair, like, you gotta give credit, man. Pretty fucking disappointing in BETERBIEV, but at the same time, like, you just gotta think, the guy's 40, yeah, like, he's gonna start falling off now. And we've seen it every fight, he's just getting worse. I know I've already said this, but he just gets worse every fight. And for BIVOL, I think he could have thrown a lot more right hands as well. I feel like he was just trying to use the jab a lot at some points. And if he used the right hand more, he would have scored more points. So that's just the way I see it. Another thing to add on this fight, yeah, is when you look at the facial expressions of both fighters by the end of the fight, yeah, BETERBIEV was literally smiling, bro. And then BIVOL was looking like he's just been through war. I mean, it says a lot, man, but I think that's just like, BETERBIEV scary, bro. So imagine having to fight him for 12 rounds straight. You know what I mean? It's fucked, bro. And I mean, you look at BETERBIEV in this fight, yeah, and if they do run a trilogy, yeah, I think that should be his last fight. Like, he should just hang up the gloves now at this point. The guy's getting too old. He's getting worse every fight. He's got that knee injury. Like, it's just, I'd hang up the gloves if I was him. He's done enough, man. But yeah, that was another good fight from them too. I would love to see a trilogy, but I don't know if it's the right thing for BETERBIEV at this moment. Now let's talk about the full card. As the co-main event, we had Joseph Parker versus Martin Bakole. Martin Bakole stepping in on the fight on 2 days' notice. He literally got to Saudi Arabia at like 1 a.m. on fight day, so the guy was jet lagged as fuck. Apparently, he got 2 or 3 flights from the Congo. So yeah, it was long for him. Guy came in at 315 pounds. I mean, all recipe for disaster for him, man. It's a shame because Martin Bakole was seen as like one of the boogeymen of the heavyweight division. Like, you've seen that no one wanted to fight him. But all the heavyweights are seeing this now and just laughing at him, man. The guy got knocked out in round 2. I think it was an early stoppage, but I'm not complaining though, because I've got a feeling that would have just happened later on in the fight anyway, to be honest. Basically, what happened is Martin Bakole got clipped on the head, like right on the top of the head, yeah, and his equilibrium got fucked up. Went across the ring, fell over, got back up. He definitely made the count, but the ref stopped it, and fair enough, man. Look at Martin Bakole's like, team now, and you think, was that really fucking worth it? You know what I mean? You just spent the last 2 days travelling to Saudi, yeah, for a couple of million quid, but your whole like reputation is pretty fucked now. Like, originally, he was meant to be fighting on the American card in May with Ryan Garcia and them lot and Canelo. I don't know if he still is or not. I don't know. He doesn't really have to now, to be honest. But I don't know. So in them fights, it wasn't good to watch, man. The guy was getting a beating put on him. It just shows how important a training camp is in fighting. To be fair, like, Joseph Parker came in the fight fully prepared. He was going to fight Daniel Dubois, and now apparently he's getting a shot with Usyk. But I don't know how this is going to work, because Usyk's saying that he wants to fight Dubois. So I don't know, boxing politics for you, man. Personally, I would love to see Usyk versus Dubois over Usyk versus Parker. That's just me. And if you're Daniel Dubois in this situation, like, you must be pretty fucked off, man, because you had to pull out 2 days before the fight because of illness. Been training for months, yeah, just to have it taken away from you at the last second. And I don't even know if he's got the belt anymore. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure Parker's got it. I don't know how it's work. I don't know how it works, man. But yeah, would have really preferred now to see Joseph Parker versus Daniel Dubois, because we actually would have got like a more fair fight. To be fair, you know what I mean? They both had full camp. Like, would have been fireworks, bro. And it makes you wonder what's next for Martin Bakole, because originally there was talks of him fighting Anthony Joshua in Africa, but that opportunity is definitely gone now. If you're getting knocked out in round 2 like that, getting folded, but like, I don't know. The fight before that, we had Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. Josh Padley coming in on like 3 days' notice as well. The guy was literally working as an electrician on Tuesday, and he's fighting Shakur Stevenson on Saturday. Like, it's mental for a world title fight. Like, you got to give credit to him, man. And he went 9 rounds with Shakur Stevenson. I don't know if that's a good thing for him or a bad thing for Shakur Stevenson. Fucking embarrassing for him, in my opinion. Having a full camp, yeah, and then some guy comes in on 3 days' notice and goes 9 rounds with you. Like, Shakur's style is so boring as well. He's just too defensively focused, man. The guy's always constantly stepping back. He's actually getting caught at some points as well in the fight, which is just, I don't know, a bit dodgy, man. I know Shakur Stevenson wants to fight Tank Davis, but Tank Davis was folding so bad that it's... And after the fight, the whole crowd actually started booing Shakur Stevenson. So, to be fair, he did play up to it, but it's just, no one's going to want to see you fight if your fights are that fucking boring, man. That's just what I'm saying. Like, they're going to want to see him fight big names now, in my opinion. So if we can get a Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis, then that would be sick. But I don't think any of them want to fight like tough opposition, man. So just complicated again, man. And there was a pretty fucking big robbery in this card, yeah. Carlos Adames versus Hamza Shiraz. How was that a draw, yeah? How was that a fucking draw, bro? Scored the fight 9-3 Carlos Adames, yeah. Most people scored 8-4 Hamza Shiraz. Apparently Hamza Shiraz had like some sort of hand injury coming into this. But if you have a hand injury, then don't fight. Like, his team must have made a decision, yeah, and made him comfortable enough to hop in the ring. You know what I mean? Give credit to Carlos Adames, yeah. His head movement was brilliant. He was barely getting hit, man. That's unusual from Hamza Shiraz to be missing his shots like that. So fair enough, man. But Hamza Shiraz literally threw nothing. Like, I could probably recall like 2 right hands that he landed in that whole fight. Carlos Adames was constantly on him from round 1 to round 12. Like, it was just mental. And they scored that a split decision draw. What the fuck? Lots of rumours going around that this fight is rigged because apparently there's footage of Turkey Al-Sheikh showing Shields' corner and the scorecards like halfway through the fight saying that he's losing and that, I don't know, he should fix up, but I don't know. It would make sense because Hamza Shields is like one of the most upcoming prospects, especially on Riyadh season. They've been building this guy up for like years now. So for him to get absolutely folded in his like first world title fight, you know what I mean, it'd be a bit embarrassing for them. But at the same time, like, I thought a boxer's in a position now where people can just come back from losses like that, you know what I mean? So I think the way people see it is it hurts the marketing of the fighter because he would no longer be undefeated. You know what I mean? He'll have a loss in his record. So I don't know, man. It's a bit dodgy. Some of the judging decisions on Riyadh season are fucking outrageous, man. And last one, and then right there. I think the first ever one was what, Fury vs Ngannou, and since then it hasn't fixed up, man. At least once every card there's always some sort of like mad robbery, but it's crazy. Justice for my boy Carlos Adames, man. Guy got robbed. Fair and simple, man. I don't even want to see a rematch, bro. Hamza Shields was just getting banged the whole fight. It's just, there's no need for a rematch there. Another fight I want to talk about is Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith. This fight opened the main card and it was a fucking cracker. It went to 12 rounds. But both guys just constantly in fight mode the whole fight. It was brilliant to watch, man. At some points the fight was just a brawl. I mean, not the most appealing to the boxing eye, yeah. But if you're just a general casual fan, then it was sick to watch. But you can also appreciate it from the boxing side of it as well. It was good to watch, man. Callum Smith ended up getting the victory, and I think that's completely fair. I feel like sometimes that Joshua Buatsi's head movement just wasn't there. Like, he just stood there taking punches. And I reckon if he had a bit more head movement, he could have got the win there. Because there was times where he had Callum Smith against the ropes. Like, I'm pretty sure I think he might have gave him like a bloody nose or a bloody eye, I can't remember. And I do think Joshua Buatsi could have improved a lot here, but his hands were down a lot of the time as well. Callum Smith was landing that lead hook all day, bro. He was clean left hook to the face. He was doubling up on it a lot of the time as well, and I was doing lots of damage to Buatsi, so fair enough. But yeah, I can't recall much of that fight. There were so many fucking fights here that I can't really remember much from that fight, I can't lie. It was the first, all I remember, it was just a sick fight to watch. Yeah, Callum Smith's the champ now. Apparently they're going to make the winner of that fight the winner of BETERBIEV versus BIVOL, but I don't think they will now, because they're going to see a lot more money in either BIVOL versus BETERBIEV, the trilogy, or BIVOL versus Benavidez. And to fair, they're probably both better fights. There's another great event from Turkey Al-Sheikh. This season are constantly like up in the levels. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's definitely improving boxing a lot. The next event is Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. I think it's like in like April or something. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking cracker. Just one thing with these Riyadh season events, man. I need to fix the judging, man. Like, sometimes it's so fucking ridiculous here. I don't know, man. But yeah, let me know what you think about BETERBIEV versus BIVOL rematch and BIVOL taking back all the belts. Let me know what you think about the robbery. Hamza Shields versus Carlos Adames. In my opinion, that's what pissed me off the most about that whole event, to be honest, bro. Make sure to like and subscribe. I know this probably might be like a short video, I don't know. Yeah, I just can't recall fucking much of the fights last night. I need to watch them back, to be fair. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a quick video. I haven't made a gym vlog yet. Yeah, don't know what I'm doing with that at this point, man. I'm just posting on TikTok, so yeah. But be sure to like and subscribe for more boxing or fighting content. I know we got UFC, was it like 314 or something coming up this weekend with Alex Pereira fighting, what's his name now, Ankalaev. That's gonna be a fucking banger, to be fair. So I might make some content on that, I don't know. But yeah, peace out, dog. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. From the words he has